Nice to see you all. So a couple of years ago, I coined this term "ENSHITTIFICATION" to describe how online platforms decay, and it describes a three-stage process. First, you have platforms that are good to their end users, but find a way to lock those end users in. So think of Google, which initially minimized ads and maximized the spend on engineering for high-quality search results. But as they were doing that, they were also buying their way to dominance. So that no matter which browser you used, no matter what mobile operating system you were using, no matter which carrier you had, you would always be searching on Google by default. In stage two, platforms start to abuse their users in order to tempt in business customers. So for Google, obviously, that's advertisers and web publishers. So today, an ever larger fraction of a Google results page is given over to ads, and those ads are marked out with ever subtler, ever smaller type that says the word ad next to it. So, and Google uses commercial surveillance to target ads to us. So that's stage two, making things better for business customers while making things worse for end users. And so once the business customers are locked into the platform, you get stage three of enshittification. This is where Google claws back all the value in the platform, both from business customers and from end users, leaving behind just like a homeopathic residue of value, just enough to keep everyone locked in while the rest of the value is gathered in for shareholders and executives, and Google becomes enshittified.
That's right. Enshittification. Yes, it is a real word. It's not a swear word. It's even in Merriam-Webster. So there you go. Enshittification, noun, when a digital platform is made worse for users in order to increase profits. And hey, it was even the word of the year for 2023 as selected by the American Dialect Society. So you know it's legit. But if you want the simple one-paragraph encapsulation of this idea, let's turn to the person who coined the term there, Cory Doctorow, who first coined it in November of 2022, but elaborated in this January 2023 article for Wired on the enshittification of TikTok, where he described in one simple to understand paragraph what this process is. Here is how platforms die. First, they are good to their users. Then they abuse their users to make things better for their business customers. Finally, they abuse their business customers to claw back all the value for themselves. Then they die. And he calls this process enshittification. And there's much more detail to this and specifically how it works. But again, I imagine that most of my listeners already have some experience of this phenomenon and already understand how it works.